Okay, hello YouTubers. Just thought I'd give you a little runaround of my 2008 FZ1 and the reasons I like it and why I got it. For probably going on about 10 years, I rode nothing but full-on sport bikes. Finished off with the Ducati. And at my age, which is 62 now, it was just getting too uncomfortable. So I checked around and ended up test riding the FZ. I've always kind of liked them. And it's turned out to be a really good all-around bike. Kind of suits my needs. It's plenty fast. First or second gen R1 motor. About 150 horsepower, I guess they're rated at. 12,000 red line. So it's got plenty of power when you need it, but it cruises comfortably. I can hop on it and go 300-400 miles in a day and be comfortable. The upright bars really help that versus being bent over all the time. The stock seat is plenty comfortable for me. Foot peg position is back, but not way back, so it's a nice riding position. Bought this bike from a guy that bought it new, and it only had not even 4,000 miles on it. Now I'm about 11,000. Not a lick of trouble. Just change oil. It's been perfectly reliable. So what I did, just to change it up a bit, starting up front, I put on a tinted zero gravity double bubble screen, which is better than the stock screen. It helps the wind a lot. I also have a taller screen if I go off on a long tour somewhere. I took the stock mirrors off, which are really ugly and hideous in my mind, and put on some CRG billet mirrors with bar ends made to accept this type of mirror, and they have a very wide fisheye lens in them, so your vision, your view behind you is way better than the stock mirrors. And then if you need to flip them out of the way, they have two positions. They go like that or all the way up and then just come back to where they were. Also have a pair of adjustable CRG levers, which I like. Got them adjusted all the way in. Got smaller hands. And then when I took the stock mirrors off, I found these aluminum block plates to fill in where the mirrors were, and painted them with some red anodized paint that matches the color almost perfectly. So filled in those holes. Forgot where I got them, but you can find them on eBay or a couple other sites. I forget who had them now. I took off the stock front turn signals, put on flush mount LEDs, which also come wired, so they are still a running light, which are on all the time. And then double as your turn signals. Obviously not quite as visible as the stock ones, but from the front cars seem to notice them. It's never been an issue. I put on a full carbon fiber belly pan that I found used actually on eBay, I think it was, or the FZ1 forums. That's where it was. Full carbon, not fake carbon, and really kind of, I think, makes the bottom of the bike look a little nicer. Blends in with the black motor. Also painted the radiator guards that were silver on the bike new, painted them black, and put on a gold anodized bolt package on all the tank bolts and fairing bolts and fairing, which goes along with the gold wheels and whatnot. Put on some frame sliders, which hopefully never need, but if the bike is dropped by accident, it should help prevent damage, hopefully, to the tank and whatnot. A little added security. I removed the rear passenger foot pegs, so I never ride a passenger. Bought this R&G pipe hanger, which is a really nice made piece, which bolts up to the carbon fiber Two Brothers Black Series pipe, which sounds good. And it comes with a couple different size baffles. Right now I have the quietest baffle in. Next size up is another 1/4 inch or bigger hole, or you can just pull it out altogether, which is extremely loud. Put on some T-Rex chain adjusters with spools on them for your rear stand, or they're also long enough where they double as a slider. Basically just kind of dressed it up. Not a necessity, but it was nice. Bought a rear seat cowl to cover up the passenger seat, since I never ride anybody back there anyway. Just left it black. It goes along with the bike okay. It's not worth the extra cost to get it painted, in my mind. It looks fine black. Tail eliminator kit with small LED turn signals, which cleans up the back end nicely. Put on some Michelin Pilot Road 4s, which have been great tires, wearing very well. It's got a Power Commander 5, and fueling seems pretty spot on. The only thing I notice around 3,000, if you're just loafing along, there's just a slight flat spot that just goes away as soon as you throttle a little bit more. It's no big deal. Anyway, like I say, it's anybody looking to get a sport bike type that is also great for touring. I've got soft bags and a soft trunk tail pack I can put on and log some miles, but still have plenty of power to wick it up if you need to. You've seen them all, I'm sure, but digital dash, it's got all the basics, you know, your fuel, your clock, your temperature, a couple different trip meters. So like I say, 12,000 redline. At about 7,000 it really comes on and turns into a beast. After that, between 7 and 12, it just ignites, and this thing really takes off. No problem keeping up with majority of sport bikes if that's your thing. So give it a quick little start, but so I would highly recommend one. I think the second gen is quite a bit better looking than the first gen FZ1s. So anyway, don't hesitate about getting one. It's been a great bike, comfortable, and does basically everything you need. Have a good one. Bye.